and your girl gets this message that you ain't coming back. She's sitting back in a room, the lights is off, she's crying, and then my voice comes in, pow, in the middle of the night, and this is what I told her for you. Every time I make a run, girl, you turn around and cry. I ask myself why, why? See, you must understand, I can't work a 9 to 5, so I'll be gone till November. Said I'll be gone till November, I'll be gone till November. You tell my girl you I'll be gone till November, I'll be gone till November, I'll be gone till November. You tell my girl you I'll be gone till November. January, February, March, April, May. I see you crying, but girl I can't stay. I'll be gone till November, I'll be gone till November. And give a kiss to my mother. When I come back, there'll be no need to clock. I have enough money to buy out the blocks. Tell my brother go to school in September, so he won't mess up in summer school in the summer. Tell my cousin Jerry wear his condom. If you don't wear condom, you see a red rum. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. You sucker MCs, you got no flow. I heard your style, you SOS. So every time I make a run, girl, you turn around and cry. I ask myself why, oh why?
Wyclef Jean with this one, Gone Till November. Bringing some nostalgic memories, huh? Nice song there, nice song choice. It's some 19 minutes to 8 o'clock, and today's the last day in the month of June. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that the IPPs will not, bring doomsday, total doomsday to Ghana. We pray so. But we're here to bring to you our main conversation. It has to do with the Love FM High School debate, because the 116th stage of the Love FM High School debate has ended with some very exciting and great debates. I mean, from the motions to the preparation of the students from the various schools and how they went about the debate was so exciting. Now, Okes set the ball rolling as they faced off with Osei Tutu. At the end of the day, Okes, beat Osei Tutu. Now, Prempeh College also defeated Rich School 1966. The defending champions moved on to the quarterfinal stage by beating Barakesi Senior High School. Presec Bambata also edged out Church of Christ. Kumasi Wesley Girls, they call themselves Kewegehe. Well, they defeated Dubiase. Asanteman, Lustanley's alma mater, they beat KSTS. And Upon Memorial gave a very good account of themselves against Supercas. Supercas was also on the day very, very, very good, especially their supporting speaker. And but at the end of the day, Upon Memorial, triumphed. And the greatest of them all, the contest that I enjoyed most during the 116th stage was that contest between Amas and Yasantua Girls. And Amas, defeated Yasantua. From Monday, we'll bring to you the quarterfinal stage. And the parents and the motions will blow your mind. That's for another day. But this morning, we want to, take a look at how the 116th stage went. And we want to know from you. I mean, I'm sure that you follow the conversation on Facebook or maybe on television, or maybe you listen to us on radio on Love 99.5. How did it go for you? The 116th stage, how did it go for you? You can join us with your thoughts on our WhatsApp number 05511119995 and share your thoughts with us. Also on Facebook on LUV 99.5 FM. Leo Stanley, so generally, how would you describe the 116th stage?
It has been interesting. I mean, the motions, the way they were executed, the research level of the students and everything, the presentation, it has just been wonderful. Normally I'm missing in action in most of these things, but I came there once and then I got hooked. So you can tell that it was really worth it.
Usually we had some new schools that we haven't heard of before. Mm-hmm. I mean, Upon Memorial, up until they joined the debate for the main contest, I haven't heard of them. How would you say the new schools also fared?
Well, I think that they discharge themselves with excellence. So Upon Memorial,
KSTS, Asanteman,
Kewege, and all that. Kewege actually qualified. Asanteman qualified, and they beat similarly heavyweight. Asanteman went with Osei Tutu.
No, KSTS.
Asanteman competed KSTS.
Yes.
Okay, so two new entrants.
Yeah.
But Kewege beat. Let me check. Kewege beat, I think, a big weight. So it clearly tells you that they discharge themselves with some excellence. And I think that going into the semi-final, it will be more of a cliffhanger that we wait to C. So David Kirege met New Dubiase. I think they were also a new entrant.
Yeah.
And that was the first majority decision by the way. So it tells you how close the competition was. But generally, I enjoyed myself. I learned a lot from these students, and I hope that the quarterfinal they will keep giving us those quality education that they gave us in the round of 16.
In all the contests, one of the things that also excites me was the contributions and comments on Facebook, and they listen attentively. They sometimes will throw shades at a particular school. Monkoda na where they say, how would you say that the comments contributed to the competition?
Well, David, as producers and as organizers, it's fun because that people are watching. And David, it's also good because sometimes when you even look at the comments, you can clearly see that they know where the score is going, and it tells you that I always say something that intellect and good work is palpable. It's clear for everybody to see. Yes, there may be some technicalities, like as Dr. Peter said, the empiricism and all those things.
This year he hasn't used that word.
Yes,
and I mentioned it last time, and he was like, "Charlie, he drove about."
the all those technicalities. But at least when someone is good and they are convincing you, you know that the person is making a point to convince you. So for me, I think they should keep coming, and it's also clear that a lot of these old students are following.
Yeah.
When he has competed, some beautiful 3 girls, they just came and they're like, because they were in
Leo saw them too.
Yes,
they were very very
Leo will see them because of how they were looking. Leo will see them. They came and asked them to see the old student of Yas, and actually one was from Accra.
Okay.
And they came to support their school.
On the holiday, the Eid holiday, that was Wednesday, we had a conversation with some reps from the Ministry of Finance and the Bank of Ghana. They also said that they followed the high school debate on television, and they think that is a good thing. And you realize that a lot of people have been asking us to go national, and we have said already that Nina Isika, and so they've decided to also support us, in the coming year, so we can go national with the Love FM High School debate. But having, listened to all the debaters, which one would you say is the thing that stood out for you? Not the contest that stood out for you, but the one thing that stood out for you
was the clarity.
The clarity.
The clarity. Now you can hear them. And I enjoyed, because of my bag, I enjoyed the climate science, the last contest between Yas and Tiama. So I enjoyed it very well. I also enjoyed the contest between Open Memorial. I think their motion was, just a moment.
Public properties or estates of all public officials should be, published.
No.
That Open Memorial.
So Open Memorial, rather, their motion, our lives have become better through social media.
Open Memorial?
No.
Yeah.
No. Open Memorial was on the 27th, and it was publish properties and estates of all public officials to check corruption.
The social media one was Asanteman, and
then Bright, the deputy events guy, has confused me. But I enjoyed.
So, but Asanteman and KSCS, their motion was our lives have become better through social media.
Oh, okay, okay. I enjoyed the one of Upon Memorial, and I like the principal speaker Upon Memorial, clarity of thought, and they beat cars. And after I had engagement with the patron, because I thought that the strategy was bad for cars, and I was unconscious. They said that the way the guy started the introduction, they knew that they couldn't match up. The guy, I think that if you are talking about introduction, the first 3 minutes of a speaker in this contest, the first round 16, David, I will pick that Upon Memorial guy.
He will catch your attention. I mean, that's what exactly he did. He caught your attention from the very onset. His voice was clear. His pronunciations were good, except for one or two that people had issues with. Yeah. But yesterday, for example, I was seated at home and I was the principal speaker for Upon Memorial, and then the principal speaker for a mass. Who should I give my thumbs up to?
Well,
Onassis is for a mass, huh?
Yeah.
Well, David, in all honesty, Yas lost the debate because I thought that their handlers did a poor job. Because David, you see, the points they raise, and I don't know if you allow me. Should I go? The point they raise. So if you say climate change is a threat to human life because it's getting a lot of funding. Climate change is a threat to human existence because there's a lot of reportage about it. Climate change is a threat to humanity because a lot of powerful people, including the king, is talking about it.
And you mean King Charles?
Yes, that is a bit hollow. Why is okay, so what is occasioning these prominent people to talk about it. Yeah. What is occasioning the World Bank and the IMF and all these institutions, several of them, the IP, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, you know, the UNFCCCs to dedicate certain huge monies to fight it? Because of several things. One, food security,
rising,
you know,
of
excess rainfall can be a threat to farmers.
The melting of the polar ice caps.
Yes, and all that. So these were things that they were supposed to do. The principal speaker was supposed to do, but they failed to do it, and they were speaking English, not technicalities. Then the supporting speaker rather came and did that. So for me, I felt that Onassis was good, but he identified a certain weakness in the argument of Yas, and he capitalized on it. Yeah. But technically, on any day, if I'm supposed to choose between the Upon Memorial guy, and I shortlisted 3 people: the high school, the principal speaker for high school, the principal speaker for Upon Memorial, then Onassis. I was contemplating adding the Bompata guy, but I took him out because I think the screaming was a bit too much. But the Upon Memorial guy, and anybody should look for that.
And also look out for Onassis. I mean, that's why I was saying that for me, I was torn between.
So you go with Onassis?
I'll go with Onassis.
I'll go with the Upon. So as we talk, you can go and watch and come and.
I will also go for Onassis because you know, the way that he was able to corner, you know, Yasantua.
He thinks on his feet. And his rebuttals were so on point.
Very on point. And you know, there is, I think, it has exposed this whole fight about climate change for me. I think the name should be changed because when you say climate change, the little that I know, the climate do change from a period to period, whether human activities or not. But this one is things that we are doing that is affecting the climate, right? And then Onassis was pointed out those things.
Because God has created his climate,
you know,
and we have created the change.
No, you see, I'm not supporting the but they give me 3 minutes. You see, when you say climate is the variation of a certain place or condition for a period of 30 years. So weather, David does it every month, that's the weather. But for climate, it's a period of 30 years. So if I want to do a climatological analysis of how multimedia, the topography around it was, this is 2023. I can do that climatological analysis in 2053. That is 30 years usually. There's what you call climate variation, right? A lot of components come there. But you see, what on did Yaso? I don't know if they have a geography teacher because it was the motion and they were speaking for was so clear. See, when we talk about climate change, there are basically 2 things you can do: adaptation or mitigation. So adaptation is like what Israelis have done. The water is there, you can't do anything about it. So what do you build? You can't build on concrete, you build on stills. That is adaptation. Mitigation is also putting in measures to, you know, prevent it from happening or reducing its impact, right? So that adaptation, you live with it. You live with the condition, right? So these things were clear. And climate change is never a hoax. That is why I disagree with you. It's never.
No, I'm not saying it's a hoax. I'm just saying, like, per the understanding of what climate, and I'm look, whether we are burning fossil fuels or not, the climate does change it from throughout history, right?
But here, human life.
Yeah, but here we are talking about activities of humans that is affecting the weather. No. Unless I'm wrong.
No, you see, the motion was. Let me read the motion.
The motion was this. Let's take the motion. Climate change is the greatest threat to human existence.
Exactly.
Look at.
So what is the threat? Is it the fact that the climate is changing, or the fact that we are doing things that is making the climate
or the
change?
fact that it's not the greatest threat to human existence?
No, you see, how I understand the motion to be is that the changes in the climate is posing a threat to our existence as human. So what activities is causing the climate to change? And you see, it was incumbent on us to list those activities to the threat it poses to human existence.
Perfect.
So, for example, if there are a lot of, let's say, for example, in Kumasi, we do not have a rapid transport system. So everybody is driving. The emission from those cars has a propensity to affect our lives.
Yeah.
Because also of the traffic we spend in there. So the burning of fuel and all that affects our life, right? So, for example, if you talk about rains, you notice that certain places traditionally in Kumasi were not raining. You may talk about human activity.
Flooding or raining?
Was not flooding. You may talk about human activities. But when you also do meteorological data and do a proper analysis of same, you can see that the volumes of rain have increased over a period. So necessarily it may not be human engineered floods, but it may be because of the change or a variation in the climate over a period. Do you get it? Understand?
But again, that's a variation. But you realize that in the auditorium, I was telling you that, listen, if you listen to the Amas debaters, they understood, to my understanding,
they understood
the motion better.
Yeah.
Because they raised so many other things, including the COVID and the Russia-Ukraine war and all that. They raised all those things just to tell you that, listen, yes, climate change could be a threat, but it is not the greatest threat. I think that going forward, one of the things that we need to be doing and we need to be mindful of has to do with the fact that even if you are in a school, whether you teach science, you teach English, or you've been made the patron for the debating club in your school, don't think you know it all. When the motion is given to you, I would say, and I'm saying it to all the schools that have qualified for the quarterfinals, seek outside help. I'm saying this because a guy who was there, a couple of times for the debate, said to me that he helped a particular school, and anytime he got to that school, he was really welcomed. He was allowed to engage with the debaters, speak to the debaters, because he says, well, he's lived debate all his life and understands debate. He goes to his alma mater, who were also part of this year's debate, to support them, but the patrons will not allow him to engage. He says he tried it 3 times. He was not allowed. I mean, I said, "Oh, whatever, that kind of a thing." So after the third time, he was like, "Okay, fine, let me leave them to their faith." So when they were kicked out, he came up to me and said he's not surprised that he's been kicked out. And then one particular school said, I don't want to mention it, they have also been kicked out. As at 1 p.m., they didn't have the 2 main debaters for that day's contest, simply because they have about 4 or 5 of them. They are all equally good. In fact, they are so good, it gets to a point in time they have to use a coin to toss to see who should go and speak. But I'm sure that if you look critically at the debaters, even at the rehearsals level or stage,
you should be able to know
exactly. And then when you pick them and they know that I am the principal speaker, I am the supporting speaker, days before the main contest, they will sack themselves.
David, when I used to debate in high school, the man who taught me everything, research and all that, Mr. Wilson Dan, so he was my ICT teacher back in Binkum Senior High School. Between 2009 and 2013, I did 4 years, by the way, in high school. David, I was never the lead speaker because I get emotional. You know how I get angry and I'll be reactive and I will stammer. So that's why my stammer will come. So the 75 minutes you give me, I use 2 minutes to stammer. I cannot make any meaningful point. You get it? So as you are saying, it is incumbent on the patrons to write down. See, David, sometimes when you put pen to paper, it makes planning clear. You have Leo, you have David, you have Eugene, you have Joel. They are all good. Put pen to paper. Their strength. Do a SWOT analysis. Or no, you can't do pestle. Sorry, you do a SWOT analysis. Their strength, their weakness, the opportunities, and their threats. Then when you do all these analyses, you're able to say that David should go first. Because sometimes, David, even the patrons, if you remember, consider to us that I think the supporting should have been the main. Because clearly, sometimes you listen to them and say, what strategy is this? Now, David, the second point is that, let me give you 2 scenarios. When high school won last year, you remember what Horbedu said? He said that anytime the motion comes, he, the headmaster, commissions a team of teachers. And just say motion in English into the English teacher. No, he commissions a team of teachers, and even said, if I remember, he consulted some lecturers from KSTU to get, because you see, some motions may present itself like it's clear, but there's a lot of technicalities and intricacies and barriers you have to cross to be able to have a certain clear understanding of it. You see how the climate, for example, the motion, how we are all having varied understanding of it. That is how it is. But it comes to a common ground and you operate on same. Now, when let me even chip in this another one. When the NSMQ, the preset guys won, when they came to the studios of Love FM, they came with a certain guy I've been studying for a while. He's a political marketing strategist or something, and he teaches at the University of Ghana. I think Dr. Seken or something. He has a name. He's an old student. Do you know what they do? Anytime, and this is a science and math quiz. The man is a political marketer. He does this, how to market a candidate and policies. They consult him. Why? Because sometimes how you even present the science, how you speak. You see, sometimes you answer a question, the quiz master says that the answer may not be correct, but I'm giving you 2. How you see, it's not just the answer. You must sound convincing, right? So I think that the patrons should take note of the code, David. we are not mentioning school, but some of them you can clearly see they lost because of a bad plan.
Yeah.
How can you tell me at 1 p.m. for a debate at 2? You've not settled on who is speaking. Then it will be like me, do a bet me, David bet me. So I will even.
So my commitment level would not be that high. And for me, I think that what we also need to do is to be able to work on the confidence level of the debaters. So far, so good. So far, we've identified some debaters who are awesome. The lady, for example, who you said should become, either a lawyer or a lecturer.
Yeah, the KSTS girl.
She speaks so well.
Yeah.
The supporting speaker.
Yeah.
She speaks so well.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that when she got onto the stage, saw the crowd in there,
Yeah, she was a
saw all the
better
cameras,
cosmic.
and then some of the camera guys who are helping us on TV will move one camera from one stage to the other. He's moving, so your mind tells you, "Hey, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
What am I going to say next?" So you realize that she's that good, but lacked a few
Yeah,
things.
just I think as she progressed, she settled down.
Yeah, she
and
did.
that was when her
We
potential
enjoyed her the
really,
most, yeah.
And something beautiful happened. The girl, the speaker from Asantuma, the first twin, got up and then
Isabella.
yeah, and then gave her a bottle of water to kind of.
Yeah. When she was clearing her throat, and she said, "Oh, I'm okay. I don't need it. I'm okay."
and David, someone has just prompted me the appearances too. Some of them, David, you see, when Peter Atta said, he said a presentation. The presentation may not just be about how you appear. Some of them were shabbily dressed. And David, I will give thumbs up to all the female participants.
Oh, yeah.
From KSTS, Kewege, Bompata, I don't know if they presented it. Almost all the females. For some of the guys, the patron should do better. You are representing your school. And David, I even asked Kofi Asare why they were not giving them TV to see themselves. He said, no, because it will be worse. Because now they are not even seeing themselves on TV. They are just looking into the cameras. They are not even looking into the camera. They are performing to an audience and they are shy. So some of them, they're dressing. Oh, David, the dressing, at least the Beza or the one in charge of the storeroom, at least your debater, give him some fine uniform, or maybe some decent down to Sokaka. All the girls were looking, especially the twins.
Yeah, the twins.
The Yaz girls, their uniforms, everything beautiful. But some of the boys,
when you say Shulelele, I remember you raised it, and as I said, you win it. And I know exactly whom you're talking about here.
Yeah, David.
But it's been beautiful so far. I mean, it's been very beautiful so far. Let's talk about the last debate. And yesterday, I was saying that to me, it fits a semi-final or a finals. I don't know about you guys. I mean, Yasantua and Amas, and I'm like, how I wish one of the schools was on a different line.
Yeah.
So that they didn't meet at that stage. So
Should I tell you what two judges told me?
What did they say?
See, I reckon them to collect the results. So when I was Eugene, hey, I've been doing this for almost 5 years, but this is my toughest grade.
Yeah.
And they were telling us that we should do an award for the best losing school. Eric knows about this.
No, they mentioned to me too. So why do you say disagree then? Because that's what I'm saying. It befits a semi-final, not a final.
David, you see, I'm saying that I'm not blaming her, but I have a first degree in methodology and climate science, and I still do that area. So the points they raise for me, maybe I'm using my
your level of knowledge on climate.
To judge them. But for me, if I'm to pick my best contest to be the Upon Memorial contest versus the
Upon Memorial, they faced CAS. Yeah,
the CAS supporting speaker. If that guy had been the main speaker, what?
Yeah,
the
big
voice.
Boy.
The big boy.
Yeah.
He
has confidence in him.
Yeah. He speaks
has a lot of
really
confidence.
well.
He speaks so well. And you see, David, when I was sitting there, I was like, you see, you had to be neutral. But I was, why was this guy not the first guy to speak?
No, but it tells you you're enjoying the debates. I mean, it's not like being neutral or being biased or something.
David,
you're enjoying it.
David, you see, for nurses, we can't say maybe, I don't know, but you can't say same for her supporting speaker, the lady. But for Pon Memorial, the main guy and the supporting guy were excellent. And David, you see, when they were debating, one of their teachers came and said that your school near So I didn't know. I thought it was a question upon something. So when we were coming, I think we had even reached the arc. I was with my programs director, the Apuzo. Then Kate mentioned in the car that the teacher said, in the school no accrue from. And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought it was So when I knew where the school was, and after researching and reading about them, then the guy, the clarity, you see, David, similarly, let's not kid us. Sometimes we hear certain names of schools and I go,
oh, true.
But for them to come and the confidence, David, you see, I cannot forget that, guys. I don't know if you haven't. The first 2 minutes of that guy's presentation, what?
The guy from Upon Memorial, the principal speaker, he was solid.
Sharp, maturity, clarity of thought. Just that some few all do it. I remember sometimes I sit, I even get confused. There are certain words David helped me with. But the guy was confident. And you see, he wasn't reciting.
Yeah.
There was no guide.
Communicating.
Yeah, he was communicating.
Just like the nurses.
Yeah.
That is the word. He was communicating. And see, communication is twofold. When you say it, then I'm able to decipher it. That is communication. And when the guy was speaking, you can clearly see that the room was somber. Everybody there was rapt attention. There was the focus was on him. And the supporting speaker did the same thing. I don't know who trains them, but they are so good.
But did you guys also realize that some of the teachers, not necessarily patrons, but some of the teachers themselves, realizing how tough the competition is for them on the day, they also try to pull some strings just so it to favor them. So one of the teachers from a particular school, when a guy is on a podium debating, he will make some gestures just to get the guy's attention, get him confused. So he might lose his thought flow. And then I remember Eric went to one of them and said, don't do this. Don't do this. So everybody's playing some Ojoro moves in there. I don't know whether you realize it too.
David, you see, and because you see, you're on the stage. You see,
I'm forgetting the lines.
David, you see, you're on the stage. So Eric and I on the back. Sometimes you see some of them, and sometimes even the student. And that is why you should go to our Facebook and start to look at this video. Oh, no, wait, they say young canasa. And you see, especially the girls, you know, their mannerisms and all that. It's so fun. But David, I think that this debate, one thing I've noticed, especially this year, following it keenly, is that if you get the strategy right, because you see, the supporting speakers seem to be doing well. And you see, they are doing well because the main speakers, most of them, and I can say about 50%, come jittery. You know, the first 2 minutes, most of them kind of lose their train of thought. They are not well composed. You know, they don't know what to say and all that. But David, you see, the job of the supporting speaker, if you are not careful, we may think it's not enough. You see, when you are against the motion, for example, because normally in debate, the guy speaking or the school speaking for the motion begins. Now, if they begin, the person speaks for 10 minutes, raising at least 5 points, punching you, throwing some shades and shots and all that. Now, if you, the principal speaker, comes and you are not able to do a good job, what it means is that your supporting speaker is carrying 3 burdens. 1, he has to rebut points raised. He or she has to summarize the principal speaker's own point. Then he or she is also expected to raise at least 3 points. So in 7 minutes, the supporting speaker has 3 basic roles. Let's not forget. So the principal speaker should up their game, because if you do not perform well,
then it looks like after, even though I'm coming to give my submission, I have to correct your mistakes as well and put it on my.
So 3 roles. That, I don't know if David, you get what I'm saying.
No, so I said it, I think, on Tuesday, that they always will put the best debater as the supporting speaker, because then you have to listen attentively to what the other principal speaker is saying.
Maybe there's no opposite.
No, hold on. If you're a supporting speaker, your principal speaker is speaking, you have to listen attentively to what he's saying.
Filling the gap.
But for the opposing side, what do you call it? The supporting speaker for the other side, you would also have to listen. You can make some rebuttals. So that's most of the time the supporting speakers are the ones who are often writing
and reading
because that's your job, and that's what I'm saying. That's your job. So if you're not smart, if you're not intelligent, if you're not sharp, you'll not be able to come and do a very good rebuttal.
But David, you see, if you place your smart one to do the rebuttals, you see, that's what I'm saying. It's tricky. It's not a one fit all side kind of thing. It's not a straight jacket, because you see, if the principal speaker bombs, that is 10 minutes wasted. He will bomb summary too, because if you bomb the main thing, you bomb the summary. That is 15 minutes wasted. Now each school has 22 minutes. 10, 7, 5. That is 22 minutes. Now you're bombing in 15 minutes, right? What's at the end in 15 minutes? Someone has to come and correct it in 7 minutes,
which is very difficult.
So you must have someone who's, for me, if I'm selecting, I don't know if I should do this, but I would pick someone who at least can articulate at least 3 solid points
as a principal or supporting
principal, and explain clearly. Don't come and do any jabs or anything. Then the jabs should be done by the supporting together with rebuttal, so that he can also at least articulate 2. Because for me, I think if you raise 5 points for any motion, it's enough. That is my view.
That's your view, but like I'm saying, if the supporting speaker is not good, or should I say better, you would have a challenge.
That you see, on that score is why I selected Onassis to be my top 3. The Akimi, this thing he did, I'm a science student, Charlie. It didn't have any bearing on the motion. But you see, it's vice.
Akimi, this thing?
No, he did Akimi.
That one he brought the water
thing. Akimi, this principle, the Benolis, it has nothing relating to it. But then you see, it's vice and shall allow. Most of the people that are not science students debate to study English. Who bro man, it's done. No, jara kakra. No, but you see,
but to be fair, when he put did the water thing.
The explanation fitted the illustration.
Because I know about a research that has been going on with the Dubai Palm Jumeirah. You know, a lot of countries are now reclaiming land in the sea, and because of that, it's threatening some islands, some small islands. You know, threatening to wipe them away, and it's because more volumes are being put in the sea. It is rising up, added to the fact that the ice caps are melting. So I mean,
I get it, but I'm saying that Onassis will be my second best speaker. I'll put your Puma. I don't know the name, but I just like the guy. The next time I say Adashi Money. I just like the guy. But you see, I pick Onassis because you see, when you exude confidence, even when you may not be making the right point, it's nice. But I see, you may be saying the same thing. So, for example, climate change is the variation of the climate. You see, Ubeda, climate change is the variation of the atmosphere. Then you give clear example. You see, so how you speak, your tonation.
Capture the people's minds.
And that is what, Dave, Lua summarized my point for me.
All right, so let's do
Memorial guy captured our attention from the blast of
they'll be joining us later this morning for some in-depth conversation. But listen, I want you to go to Weedy Locks today or over the weekend. Listen, you are building a house, you're looking for security doors to buy. You have already built the house, but you realize that the doors that you use are not, up to standard. You want to change them. Go to Weedy Locks. They deal in Israeli security and internal doors. Their doors are elegant. That is, they're nice looking. They are affordable, which means that it can fit your pocket, and they're durable, which means it can last so long. It has a gladiator locking system, which means 13 bolts lock all round into the galvanized steel frame. Their doors do not make noise when opened or closed, so it does not enable people to monitor the movement of people in the house, so that bad people can come and hurt people or rob people in your home. It is specifically coated with powder paint. This is to avoid peeling of paint. There's some paint you realize that when you pick up a door or some other building, the paint's peel. This does not peel. It also weighs 60 kg, not 50, 60 kg for a single door. It comes in single, large, 1.5, and double doors. You can also order for special height doors. Now, their doors are made of galvanized steel, so it is rust-free. At Weedy Locks, keys are coded with 5 keys per door, which cannot be duplicated. Now, if you want peace of mind, security at home, offices, banks, and warehouses, go straight to Weedy Locks to have a door that lasts so long without replacement. There's a special offer that is ongoing currently as I speak for building contractors and for real estate developers, not forgetting architects. So you can contact them by visiting their showrooms at Kwama off the Daban Sokoban Road, or you can place a call to them, or better still send a WhatsApp message to 050-8777-755 or 0575-777-755. Weedy Locks, we protect what matters. Now, let me share this one with you. The weekend is here, and maybe you're as dry as I am, and you're wondering how you can make some quick money. Charlie, people are winning big on 519 mobile just by dialing *959#, selecting the game of the day, be it Monday special all the way to Sunday as that. But it be like say, boys don't know the rundown. So make I tell you, since you play via Momo, your winnings are also paid via Momo same day. And this kind of excitement, they make the boys, they talk too much. Last week, for example, I'm told of somebody in this house who won. He kept talking. So everybody was like, go and buy watch it. See, make I tell you something. That your girlfriend you won't tell say you win 519 mobile. Just imagine all the type of hair, clothes, and bags she go buy just to sweep your accounts empty. Also, imagine if your mother gets to know. She will give half of your winnings to the church harvest and not even speak of the boys. Today's a Friday. All the booze in town will be on you and you would have to pay. So, Charlie, you for look sharp and you for know say money doesn't like noise. So when you win, keep it to yourself. Always remember to stake responsibly. It's not for persons below the age of 18 years. 519 mobile at that one sem.
Yes, David, I just received a message from Upon Memorial. Apparently, the teacher is listening. So the school is in Kokofu.
Oh, okay.
And apparently, the debaters are science students.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Yes, and the guy is called, the patron is called Seth. And I hear the way the guy is on them. And then their debating is not just art student to business, science, and there's a crack team.
The guys on them?
No, they are debate club, sorry. There's a crack team of all students. Okay. And David, I review.
All right, so let's go to CBG, where they have a Business Plus account available for people like you. Now, are you an SME business owner, a school, hospital, church, club, or an association? At CBG, we understand that every city counts when you are working to grow your business. That is why we have designed this interest-bearing business account that gives you true value for money. CBG Business Plus account offers you attractive interest rates, access to checkbooks, USSD banking, local and international cards, alerts, internet banking, the CBG mobile app, CBG money voucher, and a relationship management that will give you joy and pleasure all the time. Walk into any of their 114 branches nationwide to get your Business Plus account today. Now, for more information, contact CBG on 0302 216 000. Send them a mail to info@cbg.com.gh or visit their website www.cbg.com.gh. Now, you can also send messages to their social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, we stand with you.
Yes, David, also talking about the high school debate, you know that some amazing partners have helped us.
Yeah, we'll talk about our supporters and our partners shortly. Yeah. But Yellow Asanteman, Yasanaba. Now, it's been an amazing Ashanti Fest 2023 on MTN, and the fun is not over yet. For all our lovely people in Asanteman, we are still showering you loads of love and showering you with great offers. So this Ashanti Fest, dial star 141# to enjoy up to 1 GB extra data, and when you buy your unique data bundles on MTN just for you. Now this is a special offer just for you, lovely people of Asanteman. Osekrom, Ashanti Fest be the brutal. So come, let's have fun. Stay connected everywhere you go. Yeah. So
yeah, David. Let's say thank you. And David, we are still calling for people to come.
No, but like I'm saying, I said it. I'm saying it again. You are saying that we should go national, and I'm saying that just being on television for 2 hours. In the olden days when GTV would have to bring a Kotoko Has Much live, they'll tell us that it doesn't come cheap, which of course is true. It doesn't come cheap. So we're on television, we're on Facebook, we are on radio, we're everywhere. It costs money. Now the students or the schools, when they come, we don't just see them and say, okay, thanks for coming and bye-bye. We do something very small for each school that comes. And you know that they are driving their buses, they're hiring buses and all that. So if we say we're going to, let's say, Sonyani, the Bono region, if we say we're going to the central region and bring students to come and debate, so if you are enjoying the debate and you want us to go national, you want us to do better than we're doing right now, it's as simple as it is. Help us. Again, we've already mentioned names like Seth and Onassis and co, who have wowed all of us. Why don't we come and say, okay, we're going to give something to the best male debater, best female debater, well-dressed debater, something debater.
Best female debater, Isabella. Isabella, the twin, the first one.
Yeah, the first twin.
So let's do these things. Let's do these things. For the old students of these schools, show them love as well. I mean, I remember the first editions and the second editions. Some of them were taken out by the old students of the schools. They would take them to places to go have lunch or supper. They bring them back. I remember OT, the headmaster, said it when he even joined us in the studios and stuff like that.
Yeah, no.
Let's support all this. What is your preferred color of tank anyway? Well, whatever the color is, Syntex has it. What guarantee do you want? Again, for your information, Syntex has it. What kind of inner layer do you want? Some people want double, others triple, others quadruple. Well, as many inner layers as you want, Syntex has it too. So remember, no matter what your water needs are, Syntex has it. Syntex tank, you're strong, you're tough. Now, they have over 300 agents nationwide. Don't forget that. Now, to order a tank, you can call 0244 335 168. Stop using the K gallons. The K gallons are the thing of the past right now. Get the proper tank from Syntex. You can visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana or shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex Tank, strong, tough.
Yes, David, about sponsorship, there are people who are supporting us, and Pat has told me that you buy lunch for me, so I have to do this for her. So, David, we want to say thank you to Trillium Company Limited, manufacturers of Rasta Malt, Verna, and all that, Big O. There's also Pepsodent, there's also Fortune Rice. We are grateful to them. Dunamis Company, Dunamis Plus Company Limited, ITEL, Flora. Now we don't use handkerchiefs. I beg you. With the paper shoe now, the paper when no use tissue and go for
Flora.
Flora.
To sell you, that's what the
Yes, or that of David too. Don't exclude yourself. Then, if you also want to do the best of investment, go to Otu Asekai Rural Bank. They are solid when it comes to that. There's also Ghana Herbs for Therapeutics. If you want to, massage yourself and all that, go to them. There's Frito. In Ghana, the oil for cooking is Frito. There's also Carbell. There's Madam Catherine Tonic. There's the Jackson Educational Complex, which has a lot of facility they are doing for nurses, teachers, training, IT, innovation. Madam Jackson doing some brilliant job with them. There's also Ultimate Fashion. There's CBS. There's St. Ben Jewelry. There's Zest Consult. There's Pediato. There's Top Choco. There's the Kumasi O2 Detail. There's also One Touch Publications. They have geography books and all that. So if you want to, buy books for your SHS student or what, kindly go there. There's Academic City. So all these people, David, are supporting us, and many others.
Christian Service University College.
Christian Service University College. Yeah. Ultimate Fashions. Omodosun. Then yes, so CSUC. Christian Service, God bless them, our host. Yeah.
All right, so I think our time for this morning is done. Yeah. We have a big contest coming up on Monday. So we have praised Onassis, representing Real Amas, and they won the maiden edition of the Love FM High School debate. Come Monday, in the quarterfinals, they are meeting the defending champions or current defending champions, Kumasi High School, for the motion and other things that come along. I'm sure we can spend time on it on Monday. But call us now on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, 03220-83598. How has this year's debate been for you so far? The 116th stage has ended. How would you describe the experience, the feeling, as you listen to us on radio, on television, and watch us on Facebook? Join us now by calling us on 03220-83596, 83597, and 83598. Again, you can send us WhatsApp messages to 05511119995, and we would gladly, play your message for the hearing of the whole wide world. But before that, Leo, I think we can go on WhatsApp and share some messages.
Hello.
Good morning, David. I want to say a very big thank you to Love FM for organizing this program for our children. David, listen at the children. Some of them will even be better in parliament than some of our MPs. This program has opened the minds, or is opening the minds of our children. Kudos to Love FM.
Well, we are happy to have heard from you. Do we have a call on the line? Can we go on the phone lines? Do we have Kofi on the line? Okay. All right, so you can call us on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. Let's go on to the WhatsApp console again then.
Good morning, Dave. This is Isaac. I think the program has been very entertaining and educative, and we want to congratulate Love FM for this great initiative. I watched the contest between Asanteman and then KSTS. I've been following, but I spend more time on that contest because Asanteman is my alma mater. And I want to tell you that we have to go and support the girls. We have to go and support them. They are doing well. Okay, just that they must watch out. I thought they exposed themselves to attacks, unnecessary attacks, by showing that first video. Because if you are saying, you are talking about social media and you are mentioning Microsoft Word, you should be able to explain how Microsoft Word becomes a social media platform. But they didn't, and it allowed the principal speaker of KSTS to punch loopholes into the argument. You should watch out for this during the quarterfinals. And I want to assure them that I have a special gift for them if they're able to qualify to the semi-finals, and a special gift for them if they're able to win the trophy.
I hear you. Thank you very much for joining us. Let's go into the phone lines now. Hi, good morning.
Yes. Hello?
Yes, Kofi, good morning. Yeah, I know we're having a challenge with the phone lines, but you go ahead. Let's hear you. Go ahead. Talk.
Yes. I don't know. When we say that you should go national, you always express fear. I don't know. Look, when you began this debate program, you didn't know any one sponsor, but through carefully planning, you were able to get sponsors. So if you decide to go national, just decide, sit down, plan, and then send proposals. You will get people to sponsor. I don't know why you are always pessimistic.
Kofi, so let me come in and tell you this emphatically here, Kofi. You cannot plan. We plan a lot. We send out proposals to people based on their response. We then move. So up until we are certain that we're going to get the support that we need, it will be difficult for us to go national. So what I would rather expect for you to do is come and say people should come and support the Love FM High School debate organizers.
So let's go on.
Because it's a good thing and we ought to be supported. Thank you very much, Kofi Badrin, for the call. Hi, good morning. And like I said, we're having a few challenges with the phone lines this morning, so please bear with us. Do we have somebody on the line? Hello, good morning. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, David.
Yeah, Chris, let's hear you, sir.
Yes, good show. David, I think the Love FM High School debate is a good thing. And in fact, the motions being given to the schools too are very educative. I would say that it's a good program. So let's find a way of sustaining and maintaining it. And if possible, we have to spread our tentacle and all that. Maybe, but for the best debater, if we don't give it to that guy, the Upon Memorial School guy, the lead speaker, the guy is too good. Demeanor, posture, diction, phonetics, with his gestures, everything was awesome. Consistency. You won't see any hiccups, you won't see any breaks, you won't see any intermittent breaks in his speech. I think that guy deserves the best debater. He's too good. To me, he's my man. That's Upon Memorial guy, the first speaker. David, good show.
Christoph, thank you very much. But the point is, those are your observations. Everybody would listen and watch with his or her own ear and eye and have his or her own processes as to who deserves what. So those are your thoughts. So don't say if you don't give it to maybe the uncle, so the uncle. That's the beauty of it all. At this point in time, we're getting ready to cross over to Joy 99.7, where there will be a conversation on when should men talk. All right, when should men talk? Oftentimes, it's a man on so men do not talk. So men do not talk.
But when if somebody talk to them when they talk by they say, I don't know the old cassette.
So we have some messages for you, after which we'll cross over to Joy 99.7 for the Super Morning Show. Thanks for listening.
Cargo handling can be so tiring. Having to shuffle between banks to make payments. And waiting hours for payment confirmation. And worst of all, incurring avoidable costs due to payment delays. Chalet. But with EcoBank, making cargo payment has become super convenient through their digital self-service and in-branch channels. Sail smoothly with EcoBank and experience our one-stop payment solutions for all your cargo-related payments. Pay your customs duties and all levies, terminal handling and shipping line fees, and enjoy smart financing solutions to support your cargo handling operations. Contact us on 0800 003 225 or walk into the nearest EcoBank branch to find out more. EcoBank, the Pan-African Bank.
Hey, Linda, long time, oh. Yes, so, hey, but wait, oh, Linda, did you win the lottery? I mean, look at your room, your TV, your sound system, your fridge. Hey.
Oh, they are nice, all from Kennedy Digital Satellite. They also sell appliances like air conditioners, televisions, tabletop fridges, and freezers from 100 to 900 liters, commercial fufu machines, home theaters, etc. Wow. In addition, government workers who receive their salary through the Controller and Accountant General's Department and still have their affordability package active can come to Kennedy Digital Satellite and get any appliance of their choice with flexible payment terms. You can locate Kennedy Digital Satellite in Accra at Wager, just at the old barrier traffic light, and in Kumasi at Edum near Boss FM and along the Patasi Main Street near the police depot. Those in Accra can call 0243 074 750 and in Kumasi reach them on 0207 653031.
Kennedy Digital Satellite, where quality sells cheap.
Charlie, what we were was my chest and woman more yeshi. Mijidi pass and your battery, a cash flow. La Jano D. A no crazy yenina fa emra a more demo. Yenina pequia ye bet me my financial burdens more yaha. Bebia new year. Nanso emane how. Na emwaka cry if free trusted bank Societe General Guarantee. Bribia be fine. Societe General Ghana emane customers in Yaniaji fire. Tisu loans promotion ye home. Chese SG Ghana customers. Any omo empu omonya customers. Omo controller and accountant general payroll nusuno ebe tumienya enije any akwenya surunku eye discounted loans and semre kra jewu loan ene ko branch biemu anase fre 0302214314 nema bibia mfiti ase enkoso enhihye kakra wo ho kai say promotion yi ekokosi 7th August 2023. Societe General Ghana, the future is you. Just be happy, don't you worry.
Super Morning Show. Stand behind you, and men's lives matter.
It matters so much.
Men's lives matter.
Anyway, let's tell you about Roverman Productions, which in partnership with Joy the National Theatre will excite you once again with a brand new and hilarious Igbo White play, I Like What You Like. So ever since Kwesi fell from grace, Iris, his wife, has had to take up the cost of running the home. But an unexpected announcement turns Kwesi's dreadful morning into a very exciting one and sets him on an adventure he's not ready for. Now imagine her frustration when wealth comes knocking and he's taking his time to answer the door.
Sounds like men.
There you go. How will he be able to handle the stress and pressures of gold unseen? We get that all the time. They say, like, why are you men like that? I Like What You Like is a test of integrity, faith, love, and honor. And the play comes over the National Theatre, Accra, from 7th to 16th of July as follows. Fridays at 7 p.m., 1 show only. Saturdays at 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., 2 shows only. Sundays, 1 p.m., 4 p.m., 8 p.m., 3 shows. Now that is Roverman 1, 2, 3. You can't miss a play.
Point 1. Publishing the asset of all public officials provides a tangible basis for identifying corruption on their part. To us, this is the very first bold step in the anti-corruption campaign, with some degree of variations, with jurisdictions at the core of the asset declaration and publishing mechanism is the declaration of all declarable properties of public officials before and during the assumption of office and after they leave office. Ladies and gentlemen, although it is a truism that publishing and declaring assets of all public officials is a crucial tool in the fight against corruption worldwide, Bedisku, Reid, Gilman and Trapno 2009 knows that its potency lies in its capacity to make easier the identification of instances of illicit enrichment, contributing to anti-money laundering and asset recovery efforts, helping in the management of conflict of interest and providing evidence of illicit flows. This way, asset declaration and publishing becomes a verification mechanism, a tangible yardstick for measuring unusual increase or irregularities in the asset of all public officials with reference to their entering asset or wealth.
Come hail your alma mater to glory at the Christian Service University College. It's the Love FM High School debate. Don't miss it.
You provide the fire.
Daily focus on your superstation Love 99.5 FM is giving you an opportunity to start your day right with anointed men of God. Tune in daily at 5:15 a.m. and be blessed. Be edified with Joel Osteen on Monday.
Just because it seems like God is too late doesn't mean that He's not going to come through. Don't be impatient for Him to act. Keep believing, Keep praying, and every blessing that belongs to you will show up.
Receive the word with Reverend Eric Ajay Bediako of New Life City Chapel, Buokrom, every Tuesday.
Anytime the Holy Ghost comes to dwell in your heart, He produces His nature in you. And so you that some time ago you were whatever, you begin to have desires for holy things in your life.
On Wednesday, make a date with His word, His power, and His presence with Reverend Victor Osei, General Overseer of Family Chapel International.
One thing you should never allow in your life is for people to take you for granted. Go where you are celebrated and not where you are simply tolerated.
Live a relevant life every Thursday with Reverend David Seth Kwanzaa, head pastor of Mid-Country Chapel, Amoko.
No matter what chances you have lost, opportunities you have lost, God is able to restore them. Who is this God that can cause something to come out of Nazareth?
And on Friday, Reverend Simon Ampofo of Grace Fields Chapel comes your way with Word Explosion.
You are blessed in your going out and blessed in your coming in, even now and forevermore.
Daily focus on Love FM. Start your day right with a word from God.
It was good, people. It's B2, baby. It's your boy T. So guess what, Charlie? We are coming to Kumasi. You understand? Rich Condos, Dope Nation is coming. We are going to be in the building.
Yeah, Charlie. Make everybody gather for the Terminal 3 Nights Club, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
On
Charlie.
1st July, we are coming to Rich Condos.
Dope Nation.
Every day we party. Every day we party. Now every day we party.
Why risk having your visa denied when you have Excel Plus education? Do you have an offer to study in the UK, Canada, USA, or Australia this September? Do you require professional guidance on how to submit your visa application? For a free support on all aspects of your visa and student application, get in touch with Excel Plus Education right away. Call or WhatsApp us for no cost at all on 0243 334894 or 0246 725909. Excel Plus Education, putting you in charge.
That is Ohimanio. That is Ohima feminine mischanti. A massable so many so Emma. Ye bui and Sayente Yobia. A san CSC man cassa. That be a busiana ekese. In tear their mouth for comfort. Enupano. That is shower gel and pour na money. You want to dear and a cocoa dear. What did Jaria and my natural look?
Mensu de misu defis feminine cleanse and a capsules ne CSM. And my main think carboni be a me Jimmy Hoodia and Cassa.
Daffy Nupano. And what dance here be Daffy Sana. About my yenina.
Open a did with Duffy's Health and Beauty Ewo East Legon American House Kumasenso ye Bank Tech Hospital enye map him for FDA aje edwedin krato yato.
Hip hip hip. Thank you for my 62nd birthday. My wife and I will be traveling for our second honeymoon to Dubai. I have also decided to pay all my grandchildren's fee for the next academic year. In fact, prepare another cow and let the party continue.
What a party. Isn't Mr. Blagochi a pensioner?
Yes, so
where did he get all the money to do all that?
I heard it's because of New Generation Investment Services. They took care of his pension funds. I hear they also started the NGISM fund, which allows them to grow their investment and create wealth. They also have the Nidaso Mutual Fund, which I intend to sign on so I can sow today and reap tomorrow.
Don't be left out.
Visit us today at the first floor, Kokobo Jubilee House at Doom Kumasi, and the first floor of the first story building behind National Investment Bank, Sunyani, or visit www.ngis-group.com.
New Generation Investment Services, achieving excellent returns on your investment.
The Bible says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of what? Everything that is done in any kingdom, the focus is the king.
CCC Agape City Chapel invites you to Passover All Night, dubbed In the Power of the Spirit. Luke 4:14. It's going to be 2 days of prayer, praise, petition, and prophetic service. Friday, 7th July is an all-night service with Pastor Joshua Obeng at 9 p.m. And on Sunday, 9th July, will be Thanksgiving service with Reverend Ransford Obeng at 7:30 a.m. Host, Pastor Stefan Adolfo Autry, ministering in songs, Agape Charisma Choir, and the Allah City Choir. Happening at the Agape City Chapel, 4th Avenue, behind Metro FM at Josokrapa.
For inquiries, please call 0241 517 975.
All are invited to be part of this miracle and invitation service. Passover all night at Agape City Chapel. The blood still speaks better things for you.